open it up. Wow. Okay. Hi there. Have you ever been poor? Have you ever liked video games? Have you ever been poor and also liked video games? Well, I've had that problem too. But over the last 6 months, I've actually been able to create my own collection of free games. Games that I've been able to get just around my neighborhood, in local surrounding towns, close to me. Either way, I have this huge collection. I think it's ready for YouTube to see what I've been working on for the last 6 months. This, my friends, is the free game collection. Whoa. We gotta go over some ground rules first, because there's a little bit more that goes to it than just what I was just saying like a few seconds ago in the video. So for starters, we're working with a budget, and that budget currently right now is $0. We have $0 to our name, and obviously we can't spend anything we don't have. So right now we can't spend any money whatsoever. We're gonna have to rely on getting games for free in order to start to build this collection. However, once we start getting games and consoles and different things like that, it's all fair game. Pun intended, right? But whatever we are able to keep, we keep, and anything that we want to sell and get rid of, start collecting some profit for, we're gonna be able to do that as well. We're gonna, use our traditional systems of Mercari and eBay. They don't have any fees for listing things right now, so it's actually gonna be relatively easy to figure out how much profit we're getting. But once again, we have to start with $0, and we can only spend money that we have from selling other things. So my goal right now is probably to stay more on the game side than the console side, just because of the space issue, which we'll get to in a later episode. You'll find out all of that good stuff. Because again, this was all filmed over the last 6 months. A little spoiler, I kind of know some things that are going to happen. I'm pretty excited for you guys to see along the way, kind of the journey I've been on the last 6 months. Well, so I think I've covered just about everything that we need to get started. So let's head right back to the beginning, right where it all started 6 months ago. Where else but in my car? Man, I know it's a rainy day out here, but it does feel good to be back, like recording stuff, going back on missions to find things. I miss like the rush that comes with finding these things online and then going straight to the next location. What you guys are seeing today is we're picking up a free Xbox 360 with games. This is going to be the base of our collection. I have no idea what the games are. He said there are 7 games, but there could be more. I've been in different types of situations like that where they have no idea how many games there are, or there's games inside the disc drive already. So we don't really know fully what's happening to this, but we do know that it is an Xbox 360. Does it work? That's another good question. We'll test them out. We'll figure it out as we go, but I'm loving the rush of getting back into the swing of things. This is fun. Okie dokie, so they said that they left it out by the fence. It should just be in a bag, and it has been raining, so we will see if this turns out to be any good. Ooh, yes, perfect. Okay, well, okay, let's get this in. Okay, so we are now at the point of confusion.
So I am confusion.
So y'all kind of saw what was going on there. Everything was, it was still raining out, and it was all wrapped up in a tarp. So I had to stop filming, obviously. I needed 2 hands for it. And it's in the back seat now. I don't think you can see from this angle, but I gotta say, I think I'm going to be pleasantly surprised by this. So he told me that it was a Xbox 360 with 7-ish games and a carrying case. And I've never heard of an Xbox 360, or just say there's not a lot of carrying cases for consoles. So I was very interested in that, and I'm like, oh, if it's just a bag, whatever. When we get back to the house, I'm gonna show y'all what we picked up, and it's gonna be crazy. I'm about it. Let's go zoom back to the house, see what we got. Alrighty, we're down here in the workshop, and now it's time to lay everything out to see what we got. So we have everything lined up here, and yes, I turned this bag around for dramatic effect. But as you can see from these original Xbox games, this may not be a 360, because it might be an original Xbox. Now again, I have not opened this guy up yet, but judging based on the games that we have, as well as how, like, this is like OG level casing. It's time to open it up in real time to see if we actually do have an original Xbox, or if it is just a 360 and an original Xbox case. Alrighty, we're gonna take these games, put those right off screen here. I'm gonna open it up. Wow. Okay. This is an original Xbox. Now, of course, it happened to be raining today when I was outside, so I'm gonna have to dry some of this off. But it looks insane. This is the big one right here. The Xbox OG remote. I've never seen one of these before, like in person. So this is pretty sick. As you can tell, yes, that is an OG Xbox console with the DVD remote guy right in there, controller port 4. So after taking it out, it doesn't look like it came with any controllers, which is fine because we have controllers right here in the house. So we'll be able to test this guy out just fine. So I have everything laid out here right now. I decided I'm just going to let it sit and dry for a bit because you do get a really good amount of sun coming in from this way at this time of night. So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit and hopefully we'll be able to test it. I just don't feel safe about turning it on with it being a little bit wet still.
3 days later.
All right, we are back with another free pickup of games out here on the market. Oh man, it's just gonna be free after free after free. We gotta build it somehow. We gotta get the new collection started. And this one was found through Facebook.
Lois, it's back!
I heard, Peter. I heard.
Kids, it's happening! Get your coats! This is what we practiced for!
For those of you who don't know yet, your hometown, or any town that you live in, probably has a free group on Facebook, which that just means you type in the name of your town and then free at the end. And then usually there's a group there that pops up of people who are looking to give away stuff. It could be trash, it could be treasure, you never really know. I ended up posting on one of my local pages, and it turns out that we got some treasure coming in today. Now, just like the original Xbox, I actually have no idea what's in this lot. I was just told, hey, I got a stack of Xbox games. If you'd like them, I can leave them out on my porch. And I said, absolutely. Let's pick those bad Larrys up. I should also clarify, again, I don't know if these are Xbox 360, Xbox original, Xbox One. Literally have no idea, so we're gonna find out what they are in real time. Alrighty, pulling into the driveway, and it looks like we got ourselves some real classic Xbox. So this is some more OG Xbox to add to the collection, which is wild that now it's the first two free pickups for this series, and they're both OG Xbox. So that's pretty fun. Let's go inside and let's take a look. Welcome to the workbench. This is where I get to test everything out. And yes, I'm using my little JVC CRT because it makes me feel young again. Midlife crisis aside, I'm gonna hook up this Xbox now that it's finally dry, and it's actually, admittedly been a couple days, which is okay, but we're going to officially hook this Xbox up to the CRT, and we're gonna see if it works. All right, here goes nothing. If you're ready to feel nostalgic. There's that. Now. Ooh. That feels good. Oh, let me turn it on. Oh yeah, that feels good. Out of all of these sports titles, actually most of these I'm like very excited about because you guys know I like sports games. And not only do these fun sports games still hold value to both the market as well as my heart, SSX Tricky and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, which is what I'm going to use to test it out. There's also a few games in here that are surprisingly, I don't know, nostalgic and I cherish like super hard. And those games are NHL and Madden 2002. I had both of these for PC growing up back in the day, running on Windows XP. So y'all already know how slow that was. But NHL 2002, I was always catching those cards, as well as that's how I found out that Sum 41 exists as a band. And then Madden 2002, shout out to my cousins, always playing that game at their house on GameCube when I went over. And then when I picked it up on PC, that Echo team, if you guys remember Echo, like the brand, that team was goated. So definitely go take a look at that. Unfortunately, it looks like Madden got stomped on a few too many times, but I do have a decent amount of Xbox replacement cases somewhere over there. So I'll probably swap this one out because I really want to keep this in the collection. Only on this channel will you find somebody who's actually keeping 22-year-old sports games and keeping them in the collection and actually probably going to end up playing them too. Ooh, that's nice. Tony Hawk's looking real good. We're going to slip Tony Hawk in and we will see how the disc reader works, because that's going to be a huge tell as well as to the value of this system. Okay, so that's a great sign. Okay, let me close this guy up right here. Oh yeah. So one of my favorite things when I'm like looking at these games is I like to see like if there's any like created skaters or what the last person had. Let me see. Load skater. Ooh, we got Joe Muto, Ricky Boudillo, and Marcus. I gotta see who these guys are. Alrighty, so we got Joe Muto, the classic Ricky. Marcus seems pretty basic, but what the one I'm really excited for is Booty EO. Let's see what Booty looks like. Ah, classic. Now that we know those games work, let's check out this. Oh, okay, you can kind of see one game in here. Let's check out what's in this bag of goodies that we grabbed from our second stop. All right, so we're going to be pulling blind from the top. First game here. Oh, classic Ninja Gaiden. Let's see if it's actually in the case. Okay. Oh, it was in the case. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. We got Ninja Gaiden. Oh, yes, a classic. My dad would love this one. Wolfenstein. Of course, I think I have this one for PS2 back in the day. But the Platinum Hits version of Wolfenstein. We also grabbed, okay, here we go, our first Tom Clancy game. Normally when you're dealing with games these old, or collections these old, you're going to get a Tom Clancy here and there. Some people got a lot of love for Tom, I don't. Oh, I had this one for GameCube. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. An absolute barnstormer if you like old parkour games. Let's see, we go, oh, a second one, Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. Don't think I've played that one. I actually don't know which one is older, or if either one of them are worth any money nowadays. But either, oh, wait, this is yes, the combo. Jet Set Radio Future and Sega GT 2002. This was an absolute staple when you would buy your Xbox back in the day. Sega GT. I love Jet Set Radio. So the whole series, I had the Dreamcast version for a while. I just had to sell it off to pay for the honeymoon. And so that's going to sit perfectly in the collection. Got two more games. Ooh, an Unreal Tournament 2. So Unreal is getting added to the collection. And then we saw this one being highlighted. Platinum Hit Spider-Man Classic OG with the nice silver Platinum Hits cover and casing. Gotta love all of the games that we have picked up for this collection. So we have started off this collection in a huge way. We have 7 sports titles, 2 of which hold incredible sentimental value to me, and the other 2 are just straight up fun sports games, so it's totally fine. And then we picked up 8 more very good Xbox original games. So we have 1 exclusive Xbox original game and 7 more fantastic OG Xbox games to add to the collection. Now, because I'm in the process of moving, I don't have any shelving for this yet. I haven't got a space for it. So I have to figure out somewhere in this basement to store things. In the meantime, until we get to the new house, and then I'll finally be able to showcase these games in the way that I'm looking forward to. So let's try to hide these off somewhere. I think I'm just going to take these and store them in this Amazon gift bag. Just something that is gonna stand out so that when I do end up packing, I know where these guys are. We're gonna keep them right here in the corner of the basement. We got the games in that bag, and then obviously we got that giant Xbox bag, and we're gonna know to make sure to take extra care of that. So the real question is, will I ever get more free games? There's only one way to find out, and that is to keep watching, and that means probably best for you to subscribe. If you hit that button right there, I'll hopefully have a program to help you subscribe somewhere. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.